Well, it was one of those things that caused the emails to pour into our newsroom from all over the country. On Friday, we aired a story about a ridiculous amount of ladybugs taking up residence in an area of Jefferson County. It seemed like once the story hit the national airwaves, everyone had a theory as what exactly was taking place there. So 9 News reporter Chris Vanderveen, who is now our own in-house expert on beetles or ladybugs or whatever you want to call them, is out in the backyard. And you finally got some answers today.
Mark, we did. As you said, there were a lot of theories that were floating around with people sort of having their own ideas of what was going on up in Jefferson County. One of the most popular emails we got was from a number of people telling us that they believe those ladybugs were, in fact, lady Asian beetles that were non-native to the area, in fact, quite an invasive species. Turns out that's not the case. And in addition, we also received a lot of emails from people telling us, boy, we are seeing an awful lot of ladybugs this year.
It's like an ocean of ladybugs.
If one ladybug brings you luck,
why would they be doing this?
Then what on earth?
Why this tree?
Do 1 million ladybugs?
Why the top of this particular mountain?
Bring you?
Plenty of food supply.
You hear the Butterfly Pavilion's Amy Yarger tell it.
This is a banner year for lady beetles, for sure.
This time, luck's not really that much at play here.
That's right, convergent lady beetles, and they are a native species of lady beetle.
Convergent ladybugs, so named because of the 2 small convergent lines on their backs. They're the ones your kids are likely playing with in the backyard as we speak.
There's so many of them.
We showed Robert Hancock our story. He's an entomologist, a.k.a. a bug guy.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And despite the fact that this looks downright creepy, he says what's taking place in the foothills of Colorado right now is actually not all that unnatural.
So they're going to chill out for a while. They're just kind of going to live on their fat for a while, real low key.
There may be a few other spots similar to this up and down the Front Range, and yes, the state is seeing quite the numbers of bugs, including ladybugs right now. As far as these guys are concerned, aphids make a good meal, and our weather has been kind on both.
If there are a lot of the aphids, then you'll have a lot of their predators as well.
Talked to a ladybug specialist out of CSU. Didn't really know there was a whole lot of ladybug specialists, but apparently there are. And they say he has actually seen this kind of behavior before, but clearly it's also the kind of behavior that really hasn't been videotaped a whole lot, so they're going to want to study that just a little bit. And Mark and Kim, on the other side, we talked to the property owner up in Jefferson County that owns the house that was really covered by all those ladybugs. He said just today he's starting to see a decrease in the clustering that's taking place in his house, so it gives him the idea that maybe these guys are just in the process of starting to fly away, and who knows, maybe they'll be coming to a home near you.
This will astonish you, Chris, but Kim and I were something of ladybug experts. We've actually purchased ladybugs at local nurseries.
People purchase them all the time,
yes,
and they bring them into their gardens, and they're actually, ladybugs are great. They're great for gardens.
Yeah.
Well, until they all move, you are on the ladybug beat.
Clearly.
It is a fantastic beat to have, you guys. It is a hard news beat. You really get to the bottom of the stories there.
And you're something of a pioneer in that this has not been filmed, very often. So here you are. You're in ladybug lore now.
Well, it's one of those things you don't know if the video actually did it justice, but to be there and to see all those ladybugs squirming around, it was quite the sight.
We know you're still creeped out, but it was a great story. All right, Chris.
Probably still 1 or 2 hanging in a shoe
Probably
at this point.
He and Eric K. the photographer, it'll be weeks before they get rid of them all.